Hello, I'm Pastor Julie Cheney, and I'm the lead pastor at the Tulare Church of the Nazarene. A year ago, the Tulare Church had a very different and well-loved lead pastor, and they had no idea that anything would be changing in the not-too-distant future. His departure last summer led the church into an interim time of search and reflection. 3 months ago, my husband Jim and I stood before the congregation and shared our mutual commitment to lead this church to the best of our ability. Just over a month ago, our governor restricted groups to gatherings of no more than 10 people due to the coronavirus. 3 days later, we broadcast our very first online service. Like every other church in the nation, we have suddenly found ourselves trying to minister in an entirely new paradigm. And yet, I have nothing but excitement and enthusiasm for where God is leading us and what He has in store. There are a couple of specific reasons for this. First, a few weeks before I began my new position, God let me know that it was going to be an unusually wild ride and that He was up to something. He let me know that I couldn't imagine how creative He was going to be in bringing people into His church. Next, as I often do at the beginning of the year, I asked God to give me a word for 2020. Sometimes He does, and some years He doesn't. But this year, the word He gave me really startled me. It was simply miracles. While it was exciting, I wasn't really sure how this was going to unfold, but I was definitely eager to see what God had in mind. Then the first week of my tenure, He showed me in a vision a picture of the church sanctuary with the walls blowing out. I didn't know exactly what that meant in reality, but I knew that God was encouraging me that He would build His church. On Palm Sunday, we realized that this had come to pass as we were now exclusively holding church online to households outside our walls. Since then, church attendance in person was 50% higher than when I interviewed. Since going online, our attendance is 3 to 4 times what it was in person. We have had someone in the United Kingdom receive Jesus for the first time. She has now been embraced as a part of our church online. Because I am convinced that this is temporary and God is up to much greater things, we are taking the long view that once this is over, we will see incredible kingdom works. So we are preparing. We are working on the campus, so we will make a good impression for all the new folks that we intend to have join us. We are improving our online presence to minister to our present congregation and to those finding us along the way. We have invested in technology and will continue as we're able. We're reviewing our organizational structures so we will be in a position for growth. We are evaluating who we are and why we're here and what our impact should look like in the city of Tulare. We are humbling ourselves in prayer and repentance for our church, our city, our nation, and even our world. We are making ourselves available to the holy work of a holy God. For those who want to join us in praying and celebrating, our reach has gone international, and we are seeing people's lives changed. We choose to believe that God is up to some really big things, and we are following His lead to be ready. As we emerge and seek to find our new normal, I can't wait to see what miracles God has planned for 2020 and His church in Tulare. Praise be to God alone.